Let's hope this goes live. No idea if it's gonna work. Gotta check the trusty old phone again. Okay. I see the video and it looks like it's working. Screen looks fine. I can hear myself. Okay, I think we're good. OBS likes to mess around with the stuff. Okay, phone. Yeah, wait, what? Okay, never mind. Okay, goal of today, tonight, whatever you want to call it, is to catch all these species at this stupid lake. Because in my last live stream, since I haven't been on the game in a long time, Fishing Planet decided to uncheck a lot of the species I caught when it clearly states I caught them in this thing and in the missions. So now I have to do it all over again because I like having it like that. I like to put myself through pain to catch all the fish when I could be doing other things. And yes, I threw money at the game because I got mad. That's why I have a lot of money and Bitcoins compared to last time. And why I have 7 rods. An overkill. I think this one's a what's it called? Yeah, feeding rod. Bottom rod, 2 bait rods, and 3 casting ones of different sizes. Overkill, horribly. Hey, it was on sale. It was cheap, kind of. I don't know if you want to call it 30 bucks cheap. So yeah, I threw money at the game. So what am I catching? Fish? This guy. Right, yeah, perch. I'm using the slop spoon, apparently. That's what this one guy on YouTube said, because me, since I don't know nothing about yellow perch in this lake, I had to look it up. Because it'll make life way more easier on me. And the YouTuber is Super Dave. That guy's awesome. Look him up and watch him. Okay, I lost the video. Oh yeah, because I had to click on. Okay. Yeah, I'm not what you're doing. I'm casting this way. How do I open up the map? I'm just at the dock. I'm looking down this way. Apparently, you can catch them all around this spot. You can catch them on those lily pad stuff over there, or on this side. I'm just casting on this side. Because yay. 1/2 ounce 1/0 hook on the slop spoon. Let's hope the fishing today isn't sloppy. Ha ha ha. Funny. I should probably open this up to see if anyone actually comments. Wait, but I can hear myself. Wait, what? Hold up. Yeah, I want to open this up. Oof lol. Who said that? Gihun. Gaihun? What are you laughing at? Me throwing money at this game? Wait, if I... Hold on, I want to... Will the chat go if I don't have the video going? Because I don't want to hear myself. Oh, there we go. Alright. We're good. I hope. Why do I only have 4 spoons? Pike? That's just barely on his top lip right there. How do I look at this? P? No, it's not it. Is it P? That's a little fish. Look how stupid, look how happy my guy looks. Oh, look at me, I caught a fish. Yo. 0.67 pounds. Does he have like a GoPro attached at the end of the fishing rod? Because like, what is he looking at? Let's look straight into the sun. Let's blind this guy. Why is the light on? Why does my hat have a light? How do I exit out? Escape? Why does my hat have a light on it when the sun's right there? You know what? RIP eyes, yeah. Isn't there sunglasses in this game? Yeah, I don't know how to catch these fish. Stop and go is what I use because it's clicking the mouse easily. Oh, we got one. Reflection. Ah. Probably. Trophy. Oh, wow. That was quick. Okay, I guess we're moving on from that. Wow. Okay, Super Dave is awesome. That would have probably taken me hours if I didn't look that up. Can you even buy glasses on this? Tools and equipment? Ah, what? 100 coins? Wow. Spider. They're ripping people off. Okay, what's next on the list? I know you can catch like half of these with one spoon. Try going after walleye. That'd be fun. Which one? Half of this is for another lake I was gonna go to. And I just decided to go here, so this is all insanity. Oh, that's where the other spoon was. What? I'm blind. I thought you meant a literal spoon. I mean, they can look like one. I don't really know why they call them spoons. I mean, it does like indent on the other side. It's not like a flat thing. It'd be like an insanely long spoon. I guess these are more related to a spoon. I don't know. Kind of interesting. Fishing has a lot of odd names. This one is pretty close. Okay, walleye can be, I think this way. Crap, I don't want to do that. I want to do it this way. 15. Why do I have 15? One or two clicks. Oh, let's do one click. But the prime time of fishing on this day. The afternoon. So they should be ready. Active. Oh, that was quick. Oh wow, my line's gonna snap. Look at it, it's all the way up in the red. What? Do I have the drag up too high? Okay, the rod's in good shape, the reel's fine. My phone, I don't want my phone. Stop. I don't want my phone to shut off. Ooh, it's a walleye. 3-pound walleye. 460 bucks, dang. Nice. What does he look like? That's not how I would take a picture of myself with the fish. Holding both my hands up like that. Look at it flopping around. Huh. I need to catch a trophy one though, because that's the only one I don't have of the walleye. Xander. It's kind of an interesting name. This rod casts pretty far. Almost 169 feet. I don't think I have any narrow spoons in real life. I might. Phone, stop shutting off. Okay, it sinks pretty fast. Maybe I need to up the speed. 1/4 of an ounce isn't even that heavy. I don't know why it's sinking that fast. Maybe it's just not that deep over there. Come on, fishies. Yeah, I should have brought a more variety of spoons, because I think this is my only one that makes sense. This spot. But I was rushing things and not thinking. Okay, maybe 2 speeds too fast. Wow. The graphics in this game is pretty good, considering it's free. Can I up it? Let's kill the computer. Wait, is this max? Oh, we can go... What? Apparently it's already max. Okay. Interesting. Okay, that's kind of bright. Ah. $150 feet. I could get on my kayak. I know there's like 2 fish in this spot where you need one. Need a kayak to get to. Forgot which ones though. Oh, this one's a fighter. Maybe not. Maybe the initial burst lasts for 5 seconds and then it gives up. Okay, what is the line on this? Because it's not holding up well. Oh, I think I might know what it is actually. Because I don't need it. You didn't give it. Oh, it's a trophy one. Let's go. That's the one I needed. Yes. 3.8 pounds. Wait, is it lighter than the other one? Hold up. Hold up. Oh, the other one is 2 point, right? No? Yeah, 2.9. This one put up more of a fight. Okay, 2 trophy fish, and this one took me like 3 casts to get, and this one 2. Well, more than 2, but 2 fish. Wow, my luck is going good today. Solga. Don't know how to get that one. Chain pickerel. I think it's by the grass, so I need a spoon. Casting spoon. I think it's this one. Okay, look, there's so many types of spoons. This is way better than the last stream because I caught crap. I think this lily pad's the right one. Going to find out. I'll keep it on 1 click for now, not 2. Stop and go. The easiest method, besides bait. Should rewatch that video to actually make sure this is the right spot. Why is it red? What? Clearly it's gold top right, but why is it red? What? I don't need that. Do not understand why it's red. That doesn't make sense. The lure small? Yeah, it kind of is. Stop flopping. I don't get why... Oh, that's probably... I don't know. That's weird. 1/3 of an ounce, so it is kind of small. But a lot of the fish here are small, and that one guy recommended to use it, so I don't want to anger that guy. Hopefully we get lucky with this, what's it called again? Chain pickerel? Oh, the fish. The walleye. I mean, it could be a massive fish and my guy's just huge. Okay, I should not be reeling that. Ah, I'm supposed to go on this side. Okay, I'm remembering stuff now. That would have been a waste of time. My guy doesn't look that huge anyways, compared to like this bush and the shadow. Why does his legs look long? That's kind of funny. I'm supposed to cast down this. Ugh, why'd he cast like that? His arm snapped. Maybe I should have got the silver one, but I've seen everyone use gold. Yeah, the shadow was huge. It made my legs look longer than they should be. A trophy crappie. Crappie. That's not what I was supposed to catch here. Okay, the shadow looks normal here. I don't know why it changes over there. That doesn't make sense. Trophy crappie. Let's keep it. 20 pounds of fish. That's not what I want to. God, I wish fishing was this profitable this quickly. With these types. Midday. Oh yeah, I skipped some time, that's why. I think you can release these two, right? Yeah, we don't want to do that. We want the money. Almost prime time fishing. Oh, the next 3 days are... Oh, that sucks. I hate this dip. 15 out of 23. Is that? Yeah, it was that one. Yeah, I should be catching that there. And this. And also that. I think the sauger I need to be on that kayak and for something else. Probably these two, actually. Keep trying though. Press F1 for help. I don't need help. That was quick. Oh, it's flapping around. Is that another one? Oh no. Oh, it's not. Okay, good. I don't need a normal one though. I need a trophy and unique. I'll just keep it at the middle. See what happens. Hopefully it doesn't get snagged. Good thing these things are cheap. The water looks so... Did I just miss that? I think I missed it. No, I didn't. Yellow perch. Interesting. Phone, stop falling asleep. It'd be nice to have 2 monitors so I don't have to flip out a phone. I'm using a Pringles can to hold it up so it doesn't fall over. Or I don't have to look down. So that's funny. Okay, that's a little too fast. Stop and go in the middle is good method. Maybe a 1/0 hook is too big? Or number 1, I mean? Not 1/0? Don't think I have anything else, though. It shouldn't be. Look at that massive wave. I just missed that. There's still a chance. You messed up your Fishing Planet account. How'd you manage that? Spending on like wrong things, or traveling cost is what kind of ruins it for me, especially before I wasted money. I sold too much bait. Oh. You accidentally buy too much or think you didn't need it or something? If I have too much bait, I just go to the starting spot because it's free and I just use it all up. I don't even think you can sell bait for anything. I think you just trash it, which is kind of stupid. Should get some money back for it, but I don't know. I just get too confident in going to like some expensive spot that I think I can stay there and catch different things. Because I hate the idea of catching the same thing over and over again in order to like XP level up fast. Because I hate that. So I just waste a bunch of money traveling to different spots and I sit there and don't catch much. Also, the stupid waiting times for skipping times. I hate this cooldown so much. It's so stupid. Like, you can fast travel from night to night with no cooldown, but you can only fish at night. I don't exactly like doing that. But if they change the cooldown and the cost for traveling, this game would be 1,000 times better. Maybe I sold fish for fishing rods. Buying too many fishing rods. Yeah, they don't explain fishing rods that well in this game, because that second place you unlock in like Europe, half the fish you catch there, you need a bottom fishing rod, but it doesn't say that. So I've gone there way too many times thinking it's a horrible spot, but you need a bottom rod for that. And that's stupid, because when you unlock that place so early, you have to spend like 5 grand on a whole new setup. So it's just a waste, and that's why so many people skip that spot. But for me, besides this Overkill 7 stuff, you only need like 2 rods, a bait rod and a casting rod. And when you get like a little bit later in the game, when you have a couple, like 10, 20,000 to splurge, then you can get like a feeding rod or bottom rod to catch the carp and crap. But most series I've watched, you don't need to do that, so it's interesting. I think reels are horribly over expensive in this game. Overpriced. Like a 6-pound rod at level 7 for 4.5 grand is so stupid. Because everything else is a couple $100, except for the rod and reel. And the reel's worse than the rod, and that doesn't make sense. Like, that reel is almost twice as much as this. So 4 different, wait, yeah, feeder, bottom, and don't have to worry about these until you're like level 80. But like, match I think is the same as casting. They both are bait ones, but match is for like stronger, heavier fish or whatever. And you unlock one at level 5. It's like, why do you need that? Or spinning rod, I mean. They don't explain these green... Oh, my phone shut off, cool. They don't explain these green things well either. Because this one has these two, this one has these two, this one has these two, so it's the same as that one. And this one has these two crossed. And then... Okay, I know there's a rod out there that only has this one, but apparently I can't find it. It's just so easy for most people that play this game to misspend on something they don't need. And that's like all their pile of money gone, so they have to go back to the beginning spot and farm for stupid fish again. That's why if they made traveling costs for like at least the first 5 places free, that would help so many people. Because they can just go here and farm up walleye. But they make the first spot's free, second spot's 120, but that spot sucks unless you have a bottom rod, and most people don't know that. And then the third spot's mudwater. And that's $1,200 for the third place. It's stupid. I hate it. Like, I could rant for hours about that. And then their little bait coins, the ratio of turning that into money, it's 1 bait coin is $100 or 200 or something, and it's such a waste. But I can see why people, if they accidentally spend money on something, then they turn their bait coins into cash, and that's like the worst thing you can do. Because you want to save those bait coins for like advanced licenses. It's late. That was quick. Pike. Ooh, that's a redfin. I thought you had to get on the kayak for that. That kind of looks like a snakehead, the head there. The eyes are kind of funny. I think that's the first one I've caught. Huh. Maybe I can get a trophy one here. I wonder what's the delay between you sending a message and me being able to read it instantly. It's got to be a couple seconds. Internet's not the greatest, but YouTube is good for having quick connections, conversations. 3 seconds? It's not too bad. I don't understand bitrate and all that stuff. I am in a state where it's ranked, I think, #1 in internet of it being the worst, so that doesn't help. $12.52. Yeah, this is a good prime spot. Is that another redfin? Okay, it's not. At the top, they look exactly the same. Uranus. Catching fish on Uranus. That'd be funny. I mean, technically, other planets and moons have water on it, so they could do that. But they'd probably make it into a DLC and charge people like $100. Like that one moon on Saturn or something has like a massive ocean that's like 7 times deeper than the ocean on the Earth, so who the heck knows what could be on that thing. This one's a little one. I don't need the crappies. Titan? That might be it. It's one of the few moons I actually know because it's more research than other ones. Plus it's an easy one to say, that you usually name stuff like 18 letters and crap, so. I don't think anything can live on it though, because I think the atmosphere is not good enough. I don't think anyone's been on it though, so they don't know that anything's on it or not. This space is so nuts. Oh. Oh, I missed that. Crap. I could talk about space for hours. Like, what's that one planet that rains glass shards at like 4,000 miles an hour? I think that's in a different solar system, though. I don't understand how stuff like that can happen. A trophy one. I don't need that. And then there's like a planet that's fully made of diamond. Or like carbon or something like that. Either Uranus or an exoplanet. Yeah. When did they name Uranus? Because whoever did that definitely was trolling. If anus was an actual word back then that related to ass. Rains diamonds. What planet rains diamonds? Or exoplanet. Dang, I keep missing these ones. Ah. Could you imagine if scientists in NASA was able to get to other random floating planets, exoplanets, asteroids, be able to mine this stuff off of them, then bring them back here? That would change the economy so big. Don't know the name because it's a weird one. Yeah, that checks out. I don't know why they name them like that. Exoplanet CB something something. It's probably, it has to be initials or like coordinates or something. Otherwise, what's the point? But if like something landed on the Earth, an asteroid, and it was like fully gold or diamond or something, the market would crash for that types of stuff. You had to go faster than the speed of light. Not exactly. For at least asteroids and other like things like not part of our solar system, they're just randomly floating around out there. They go like what, 40, 50, upwards to 90,000 miles an hour. So you have to go that fast. But it's still way beyond our technology. You would have to like calculate where it's going to go and then send something to it. Or send people on it or something like that, like Armageddon. Super delayed. What's delayed? YouTube? I want the trophy one, please. I kind of want to look that up. How fast do Okay, I was off. Asteroids move through outer space at 1,000 miles an hour. That seems wrong though. It's .com. Let's just go to NASA. That size. I want speed, please. Phone, stop shutting off. Okay. Don't want to look forever because I'm wasting precious fishing time. Not exactly, though. What? Wait, asteroids closest to the sun travel 30 was nearly... Oh, 30 kilometers per second. I read that wrong. 7 times the speed of light to orbit Earth. 7 times the speed of light. That's insanity. 110,000 kilometers an hour. Commercial plane flies. Yeah, we can't make anything that fast. Our best chance would be to calculate where it might hit, or not hit, but travel, and then send something to try to crash on it. I don't know how they'd figure that out, though. Sound? Oh, I hope stuff's not breaking. Oh, speed of sound. Okay, never mind. I keep thinking my live stream's breaking. I think most spaceships in like sci-fi movies can't even go that fast. The speed of sound's what, 700 miles an hour? And they've made land vehicles that can go that fast, I think. For like a little bit, at least. So yeah, I think they could do that. They have to find something. Well, when asteroids and crap enters like another planet's atmosphere and all that stuff, it slows down too. It doesn't have to exactly hit the planet, but just go by it because their gravitational forces can like slow it down. Like I wonder if any of the rocks and stuff around Saturn has like different types of resources. 3,000. Maybe 3,000 kilometers an hour. Yeah, it begins to burn. So most things that hit Earth are way smaller than they would have been because they just burn up. I don't think any asteroid has hit the Earth that has had any like insane type of resource like diamonds or something that doesn't exist on Earth. It's mostly like iron and stuff. Wait, what did I complete? Perch challenge. Oh. 1 whopping coin. I don't want to spend money. Not anymore. 343. Doesn't sound right. What? Wait. Sound. Oh, 343 meters a second. Or is that mile? No, it's meter, right? Yeah, meters. 766 miles an hour. That's Wikipedia, though. Science.org. Yeah, 343, okay. So 750 miles an hour. I think they've made cars that go that fast. This is so unrelated to fishing, but it's fun to talk about. Have they made land needles that go as fast as the speed of sound? Yes. Cool. Yes. Yeah, if they can make vehicles that go that fast, they can easily make a spaceship go. I mean, spaceships already go faster than that. But the question is aiming them at something. Or not question, but theory, plan. I think NASA is trying to like make out plans to do some sort of Armageddon thing, send people to land on it, or send a device on it that can be set off on Earth. I don't think Bruce Willis would want to do that though. 9,000 max. Spaceships? I think so. Ow. I wonder how fast their like little rover vehicles, and I know they have camera out there that snaps pics of stuff out there that is like constantly going away from the Earth. I don't think that's going as fast as a spaceship. Sends back some pretty cool ass photos though. 2 miles an hour. Yeah. Because if that stuff, if like that rover breaks, that's millions of dollars down the drain. And then they have to go all the way back and get it unless they'll just leave it up there. But that's kind of stupid. Might have to switch spots here because I'm not getting the fish I want. Phone, stop. What's scary about space is anything can happen at any moment and we won't know about it because we know so little that some random event or phenomena can happen and we could be wiped out in seconds. And something that would most likely happen that would wipe us out would be something that goes on with our sun because it's so close by. That was the last second. Ooh! That's not what I was trying to get at this spot. Wow. How do we get these though? I'm moving spots. Like the sun's solar flares. Then they had something a couple years ago that they were predicting in like 2021 or 2022 that some giant sun solar flare was going to happen and we would lose a lot of our ozone layer. And so many people were freaked out, but I don't think that happened. Pulsar radiation type thing almost hit us. Wasn't that what they were predicting? Well, one of the things at least. There's so many weird things that have... Oh, there's so many weird things that happen. No? Changed our brain or something? Oh, like radiation stuff? I don't know. And we're kind of lucky to be so far away from like other stars and stuff that have gone off. And our only evidence of that is pictures. With the way space and time works, the pictures taken, that stuff happened a long time ago. So who knows what it looks like now. Almost never happened, but they never saw it coming. Oh, okay. So it was a freak accident. I think they're predicting like some giant asteroid in the next couple of years as well that has like a 4% chance of hitting the Earth. 4%. And that has a lot of people freaked out, but that's a tiny little chance. Don't know how big that one was though. I didn't read into it that much. But it seems it's big enough for scientists to post it all over the place. That one's a fighter. Is that a trophy one? No, it's not. Bennu. What's Bennu? Is that the name of it? It's like every couple of years they almost have quote-unquote Earth-destroying asteroids. Oh, what do they call those? They have a certain name for them. Because it's almost as big as the one predicted to wipe out the dinosaurs, like 6 or 7 miles, I think. Which is pretty huge. Probably small to most people, but they don't realize how fast they're going, so it doesn't matter. That thing... Nuclear winter, pretty much. Asteroid winter. Yeah, I was going too fast on that cast. And now I want to look stuff up. Why is it... What? Earth-destroying asteroid. Soon to be near. February 13th, 2025. City-destroying one. Could hit Earth 7 years from now. Okay, yeah. Around 2030-ish. Supposed to be as big as the Statue of Liberty. Okay, so it's not that insane. But still, if that hits a city, bye-bye city. Firing rockets at it to deflect it could spark from its path, could spark the end times. This doesn't seem familiar though. This seems like a new one, because I swear they were talking about a different one that was bigger than the Statue of Liberty. Is this the same one? I think it is. Yeah, 7 years from now. 1 in 43, 2.3% chance, and it's, oh yeah, it's not. Big city like Texas. Yeah, apparently this is the one that people are freaking out about. Huh. I don't think it's that big of a deal, especially if it's such a low chance, not even that big of an asteroid, and it's going to happen from 7 years away. But I guess it gives them time to plan something out, which it probably is a good thing. But I wonder where it's at, if it's going to take that long to hit the planet. Kind of interesting. Doomsday asteroid. That would freak people out. Scientists could do that to troll people. That'd be kind of funny. Let's name this little insignificant asteroid a horrifying name to freak out half the population. Solar system layers. It could be some rogue thing that's escaped some gravitational pull and it's gonna do some. Okay, chain pickerel, we're on the right path. I want a trophy one, please. Because I know there's so many things that go around the sun and all the other planets' gravitational things, forces, pulls, I guess. And they don't always go around it infinitely. They go around the sun, then they get caught in one, then they get flinged out of it, and then they get caught in another one. So I don't know how they predict that something like that's going to hit us unless it's coming in from some other rogue solar system. But if it's gonna hit, if they're traveling so fast and it's gonna hit us in 7 years, it's gotta be far away. If it's one of those ones. Meth. An asteroid made of meth, that'd be funny. I'm not even reeling that fast and the lure's at the top of the water. Come on now. Come on. It's going slower than the Earth's rotation around the sun. Well then, wouldn't it? Then we would crash into it, because if it's going slower than us, we'd hit into that. I think it's better for us to run into something than it hitting us, because if they're going a different direction and we hit into them, then that would soften the force a bunch. But if it's going towards us and we're going towards them, that's worst case scenario. I don't know. Do they have that much information on it? About like where it's at? Okay, what's the name of it? 2024. Did I just dock someone? The current location of this asteroid is 48 million, 30 million miles from Earth as of January 31st, 2025. You can also, wait, what? Lego towers that take a few weeks. Just build aluminum Legos. What do you mean? Aluminum Legos. Doesn't give locate. Wait, what? What's 5 light years away, the asteroid? 30 million miles from Earth. Okay, how far is a light year? That's not how you spell it. Stop it. That helps. Where's miles at? $5.88 trillion miles. 30 million miles. Okay, how far away is the Earth from the sun? Isn't it like 90 million miles? Yeah, that's around 90 million. So it's like a third of the way from us, from the sun. That's kind of scary. I wonder where it came from originally. 1 AU. I think isn't AU a trillion? Or a million? Consult Google again. What is 1 AU? Oh, astronomical unit. That's a wait. Isn't that a light year? Or I don't think it is. Where's miles? See, I don't want this number, please. Okay, that makes sense. Distant from Earth. Okay. So it's a third of an AU. Earth, this. They discovered it in Chile. Huh. I don't know. It's got such a low chance of hitting us. 2%. 7000. I don't think people should worry about it too much. But at least it's nice that people at least know that there's stuff out there that could potentially hit us, whether it's significant or not. So props to the people that found it and made it public. Because it's not good for them to hide stuff like that for so long. At least if they give predictions that it's going to hit us in like a few years or more, then yeah, people will freak out for the first couple of weeks or months, and then it'll slowly calm down, and then they'll freak out again when it gets closer. Hopefully it doesn't come from the behind because it's dark. I think they might have. I don't know. I think if you're out in space, like if you're on the Earth taking pictures of stuff, then that's going to be completely different because one side's going to be dark and one's not. But if you're like way out in the middle of some random space, then you're going to pretty much be able to see everything surrounding you because the sun is shining in every single direction. And you don't have like half the Earth blocking it. so you can't see in a specific direction. So if you're on Earth trying to see where it's at or the path, then it's kind of difficult, so they have to do it at certain times, most likely, or at certain rotations. Because if that thing's constantly moving and we're constantly moving, so most likely they can't track it 24/7. So there's people probably working day and night to make predictions on where tons of things in space are gonna potentially be, and then they'll get back to that thing like however much time later and look at it. There's some really smart people on this planet. Yeah, telescopes. The Hubble, I was gonna say Hubble telescope is insane. Like, it's low-key probably one of the greatest inventions of our time is that telescope, because the pictures that thing takes is insane, and it keeps getting better too because of scientific innovations, or whatever that word is. Mathematicians, yeah. Physicists, all that stuff. So it makes sense why NASA has such a huge budget, because they have to pay people well, and they also have to craft and build so many different things. So I don't get why people complain about them having a big budget when compared to a couple other things the government puts money into. It's not even close to being NASA's budget. I just feel like most people don't understand how significant their research in I don't know, science is. Because if we legit knew zero about space, then that would not be good. Oh, the James Webb, yeah, I keep forgetting about that one. Oh, the Hubble telescope's retired? James Webb is better because it gets sharp. Yeah, it uses what's the word? Ultraviolet rays or something to like make the pictures colored. Because our regular human eyes, I don't think, would be able to pick it up, so it uses like specialized thingies to make it what it would look like if our eyes were able to look at it like that. I think the James Webb is way stronger than the Hubble, actually, by a significant amount. Okay, now I want to look it up again. How much is James Webb telescope than the Hubble? James Webb have different strengths. Webb primarily looks at the universe in the infrared, while Hubble studies it primarily optical and ultraviolet. Okay, yeah, that one's the ultraviolet one. Webb is a much bigger mirror than Hubble, allowing it to peer farther back into time, meaning it can go out farther, because time and length in this space is interesting. And the movie Interstellar explains that pretty good. Filters, color filters, because it's far away so the colors don't appear. Yeah, because if it's so far away, the colors getting here are gonna slowly probably decay. So you'd have to send something out there that's far away from the Earth and can also zoom in pretty far to take pictures of something far away, because so it can snap a picture before the light gets here and dies out. Because if something's 10,000 light years away, then the light from that spot is going to take 10,000 years to get to the Earth. So if something snaps a picture of something that's however many things away, it's going to look completely different now because that was 10,000 years ago. It's just so cool how that works. And we're just scratching the surface on all that stuff. What took the picture of the pillars of creation? Yeah, Hubble took this one. This is why I know the Hubble more, because it took this. Just freaking awesome. Exposure. I don't know what exposure means. I don't know photography that well. Isn't exposure like... I don't know. I don't want to say something wrong. Like, this, I don't know. I think this is like 4,500 light years away. So this is what it looked like 4,500 years ago. So this could be completely dismantled now. But this is just so cool. Like, if we're able to collect any of this dust or whatever this stuff is, it'd be worth billions. I could talk about space forever now. How far is Pillars of Creation? Nah, this thing says that. Wait. Okay, this is why you don't trust AI. NASA. Yeah, it said James Webb. Okay, maybe it was James Webb. Don't trust co-pilot answer. Pillars of Creation is... Wait, what? Stardust? Yeah. Like, this looks like some, like, skeletal being reaching up for something. Like, that's the head, neck, body, 2 arms. Billions of degrees Celsius. That's cold. Stretching... Wait, it's 4 to 5 light years across? That's insane. Oh, it's part of the Eagle Nebula, which by itself spans 70 to 55 light years. That's discovered by Swiss astronomer Jean-Philippe Girard in 1745. 7,000 light years from the Earth, so it looked like that 7,000 years ago. Who knows what it looks like now? Nebulas are so cool to look at. There's also this like whole theory and stuff on dark matter. How like the majority of space is like made out of it or something like that. I haven't looked too much into that, but one of my friends does. I don't know if dark matter is supposedly invisible or not. It like exists like oxygen and stuff, but you can't exactly see it. I want to eat it, but I know if I was like trying for 2 years, I'd probably die immediately. I think eating space dust would probably turn you into... It would either kill you or turn you into Superman or something like that. Decaying turned into a Dyson sphere. Harvest black holes. Well, black holes spawn when a star explodes, and when stuff explodes, dust happens. And then certain gravitational thingies make it into like a cool looking structure like the Pillars of Creation. So I don't know what would happen if you are able to eat stuff like that. What was I gonna look up? Oh yeah, dark matter. Hypothetical, yeah, hypothetical for a matter. Doesn't interact with light or electromagnetic radiation, so it's quote-unquote invisible. Dark matter supposedly makes up 85% of the universe's mass, or 30% of the universe's combined mass energy, but this is an AI, so it's either right or wrong. Sometimes they turn into neutron stars, which are insanely heavy, and have to be radiation and heat proof, and also stretch proof, because you'll just turn into a noodle if you get pulled into that. It's a hole in space fabric, yeah. That's why time gets screwed up in that. I need to watch Interstellar again. Matthew McConaughey. Okay, this is NASA.gov. Dark matter makes up 27% of the universe, but it's... Wait. Dark matter makes up 27% of the universe. Dark energy makes up 68%. We don't know much about it, but we do know there's a lot of it. Dark matter and energy combined make up 95%. The rest, everything on... Wait. Everything we discovered. Oh, okay, that makes sense. If dark matter is invisible, how do we know it's there? Because dark matter... blah, blah, blah. Oh, it's a lot of research and reading. The universe is dying right now. Yeah, I think it's at the point where it's past over half its life, so it's slowly on its way to dying. There's black holes. Yeah, black holes are everywhere. Because the Big Bang happened 13.8 billion years ago. So, like, a lot of the stars back then are obviously dead now. And when things die and then they combine up to make more stars and then die, eventually you're going to be left with almost nothing left for stars to form anymore, because everything is just going to keep getting destroyed. And so in a couple billion years, there ain't going to be much materials, I guess you could say, to make more stars and all that stuff. So it's like in a couple, let's say in like a trillion years, most of the universe is going to be dark, old, dead, neutron, black dwarf stars. I mean, the universe is going to keep infinitely expanding, but there's going to be nothing left soon. Even on Earth, they're just smaller than an atom, like a trillion, I think. They find it with satellite disks. Huh. But I hate that political stuff pops up on this crap. How small can black... I know there's like some black hole that no lower limit. According to the theory of general relativity, yay Einstein, there is no lower limit to the size of a black hole. Stellar mass black holes with a mass of 10 times the mass of the sun can form after the collapse of mass stars with the merger of two neutron stars. Yeah. Black holes of mass to be less than 20 micrograms. Amen. Right. That's Reddit though. Oxford. Here we go. I don't want cookies. Because people work together to find Sagittarius. Are you talking about the like star formation? Okay, people work together. Okay, never mind. So you're saying people work together to find out that there's like tiny little black holes on Earth? I mean, yeah, reading's good and all that stuff, but sometimes I wish they would get to the point. I mean, if there was a black hole that was the size of a soccer ball, its weight would be the size, or its weight would be equal to the Earth, I think. So if you have a black hole that's like the size of an atom, then that thing would still be pretty heavy. But I just don't get how that one black hole, T6118 or something. There's a 6. 618. 8. Stop. Is it that? I know this black hole is the weight of like millions of suns. So... phone stopped dying. So I don't get how... I don't get how this one's so huge compared to quote-unquote normal ones. Black holes have to be able to combine. Or like a ton of things blew up at the same time and then collided with other things to make this massive thing. Or maybe this thing is so old because black holes can take hundreds of billions of years to die out. So this thing has got to be growing for a long time to be that huge. Micro black hole. I should rename this stream Space Talk because now I'm into space now. Gonna know Wikipedia is not the greatest, but you never know. Minimum mass of black hole. Minimum mass needed. Wait, hold on. Huh. No lower limit. So they're saying technically there's not really a limit on how small a black hole can be. This is intriguing. I've never actually really thought about how small one of these could get. Or how huge it could become. I mean, I'm just gonna assume that big ones are that size because they've just been around forever. And they collect things and get larger. But I also don't know how some black holes have a whole solar system galaxy around them, and some don't. Like the Milky Way galaxy has a massive black hole in the center. And that thing's gravitational pull is so huge, it literally has millions and billions of stars and stuff around it. So that makes sense, but I don't know why black holes just don't have any. If their gravitational pull is that strong, light can't escape. It's also kind of scary that we're slowly going towards the middle of the black hole in the galaxy, so even if we don't die to literally anything else, we're just going to die to that. And also colliding with the Andromeda galaxy in 2 billion years. Not technically literally, because the black hole could even be smaller, because there were a lot of stars and nebula. Yeah. Maybe black holes can shrink by... Can black holes shrink? Oh, they can't. Cool. Because smart guy Stephen Hawking says no. Won't harm us though. Yeah. But it's kind of creepy that they can be insanely small. But I wonder if the small ones slowly over a long period of time can get bigger, because like Stephen Hawking says, they can't decrease in surface area over time. That doesn't mean they can't dissipate. They just can't get smaller. It's based on Einstein's and analogous. Okay. How long does it take to make? I don't care about that. Don't care about that. Wait, what? Yo, the Google AI is lying again. Almost though, well, I think in gravity, because they obviously have to be atoms, so I think gravity is what matters. Yeah. Black hole isn't really physical. Yeah. Something so small, it does have... Maybe something so small it just physically can't have its own gravitational pull. Or it's so tiny, it's just so insignificant, it just doesn't matter. Physically make it smaller, yeah. Like if a black hole was the size of the sun, it couldn't get smaller than the sun. But It's the reason we don't get harmed. Yeah. But if black holes can't get smaller and they can get bigger, if all the little tiny black holes all over the place can get bigger, then that would be a bad thing. But if black hole already exists, then how much time does it take for them to grow into sizes that would not be good for us? Yeah, it can get smaller. How? I don't want to consult the Google AI. A spin. I don't think they can even eat anything. Well, it's kind of like eating, but it's not. They just suck things in, and that's how they get bigger, I think. And I don't want to be wrong about that. I'll consult Google. Yeah, how do black holes... What? How do black holes get... Swallow up material, yes. Merge with the black holes, yes. Supermassive black holes constantly feeding on some... Yeah, that's why that ton 618 has to be that huge. It's been around for so long. It has to have swallowed up so many things and merged with other black holes. How do black holes... I feel like black holes would die out if there's so many things around them that they just can't eat up. So they just lose energy and just die out. Yeah, they don't lose size, but they lose mass, so they pretty much dissipate. That does make sense. Because if something has swallowed so many things and it, like, quote-unquote, doesn't digest it, then it can't get smaller. But if it... Wait, that doesn't make sense, though. How can it stay the same size if it loses mass? Maybe, like, the outside of it stays the same, but everything in it gets smaller because it loses mass? That's weird. Yeah, but I think micro black holes are that small that they decay, but that would take a long time, yeah. Take a black hole to die. Depends on the mass duck. How long do black holes last? Black holes with a mass equal to the sun would take 10 to the 67th power years to evaporate or completely die. 1 followed by 67 years. So yeah, that's quadrillions of years. Yeah, you can't really see a black hole. They have to have, like, special camera effects stuff things. 10 to the 67. That's a long time. I don't think, funny enough, I don't think black holes take the longest to die out. I think there's... What? This is not what I wanted to look up. What takes... What? I think they color. I mean, there are theories about goo stars. Goo star. For example, a black hole at the mass of the sun will take, while the current age of our universe is 13 point, okay, 10 to the 9th is a billion, so 13, yeah, 13.8 billion. Wow. That's not what I'm looking up, though. But not literally goo, okay. I think it's like a black dwarf or a white dwarf, one of those two that takes so long to just go away. I know there's some video on YouTube that I think it's called like what's gonna happen in the next 2 trillion years or something on Earth, in space. And it explains a lot of that much better than I'm attempting to do. This is not what I'm looking up though. What star takes the longest to decay? Red dwarfs have the longest lifespan. Yeah, I get certain types of how would you say it? I get a lot of the like star ages mixed up, or cycles. White dwarf is a neutron star, but old. I'm definitely confusing. I'm confusing it up. It had something to do with dwarf. Verticana is not the worst site to go on. Once a star reaches the main sequence stage, it fuses hydrogen and helium in its core percentage parts. This stage is the longest and can last for billions of years depending on the mass. Which is... a main sequence stage. So what's it called? White dwarf, black dwarf, something dwarf? I think neutron stars. How long does it take for a new Jimmy Neutron star to die? I don't think all neutron stars turn into a black hole though. Maybe they do. Only black holes and neutron stars will survive to the end of time after all other stars have long since gone cold in a state termed by scientists as the heat death of the universe. Yeah, because since every resource is finite, and when it makes new things and those things get exploded, only some of those resources get left over. And as that happens for a long period of time, there's going to be nothing left except for neutron stars and black holes. But since black holes can't suck anything else up, they're just going to lose mass and then go away. But neutron stars, I think these are the guys that are going to stick around. Degeneracy. If they all weigh the same, neutron stars don't turn into black holes, the red dwarfs do, or maybe neutron star. I think this website says, and the dumb AI says, I think it said when the stars explode, it either turns into a black hole or a neutron star. And then neutron stars have a chance of going into a black hole, but that could be wrong. Neutron stars might break down even more, but over time scales so long that is beyond our imagination through proton decay, a hypothetical process in which the subatomic particles decay into other particles. In reality, however, if this decay process is real, all that is left behind is a neutron is a haze of particles at the end that will fade away. Yeah, but how long? I guess, as it says, beyond our imagination, so quadrillions of years. So I think these are the only things that can actually outlast a black hole. Is the Jimmy Neutron star. In a sense, yes, they are so stable they can survive for trillions of years, perhaps longer than any other stars in the universe. Though even these stellar giants would one day meet their demise, leaving nothing but faint traces in a quiet, dark universe. It's insanity. Too many numbers, true. And it doesn't help when they condense it down into like 7 to the power of 1, 2, 3 flippin' beyond our imagination. That's the best way they could have put that. What about a planet? Ah! Isn't it the most stable? Not exactly. I don't think. Because Earth is what, 4.5 billion years old, but it's been changed over long periods of time to get where we are now. And I think the only way the Earth dies is when the sun dies. And the sun has a lifespan of 10 billion, so we have 4.25 billion years left when the sun explodes, supernova, and kills the Earth. The core. I think like all other things though, and planets like the Earth where it's a rocky type of thing, eventually when there's forces kind of like erosion, it's just gonna go away over time because it's made of dust and rock and stuff. But neutron stars, what are they made of? What is neutron star made of? Neutrons. Oh, go figure. Extremely dense combined stars, neutrons. Yeah, and Earth isn't made of neutrons. How long without, I mean, yeah, I could look. How long would Earth last if sun never exploded? If the sun never exploded, Earth would eventually become uninhabitable. Okay, that's not what I'm looking for. In a few billion, can't read. In a few billion years, the sun will become a red giant and engulf our planet. Duh. However, the sun's main sequence, blah, 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 that's literally not what I looked up. Ah, I hate when this happens. It was on the PA. Plants are very weak, I mean, without anything, helium and oxygen. What I said it was on, what? Really? Google AI. This is not what I'm trying to look up. What is the lifespan of a planet? Oh, 365 days. Oh my god. It's just gonna keep saying death of our sun. I hate when websites don't give a specific answer. Okay, let's see what people... They aren't alive. So they don't have a lifespan. They keep orbiting for as long as conditions are correct to do so. Yeah, I mean Earth will die, and its hot core will die down eventually, but then it's just gonna be a cold dead of rock. But I think that's gonna just go away over time, like erosion, kind of. Because I feel like rocks would last forever on Earth in terms of Earth years, because except for when water hits it and then it erodes away, but I don't think there's water particles in space. But I think that, well, if the Earth dies out, I don't think you'll have an atmosphere anymore. So that just means literally anything can just hit their Earth. So at that point, things can hit the Earth and they'll just explode into smaller parts. 7.59 billion years. Is that how long planets last? Earth will last? Titan, how much will a planet, the mass and the size of the Earth will decay? 7.5. Interesting. So that means the Earth should decay before the sun goes supernova. And this is for planets like that are rocky, because what about a planet like Jupiter or Neptune, which is like mostly gas? I feel like over time their atmosphere is going to get corroded away, and then their gases are just going to leak out all over the place, and then they'll just die out. I don't know why scientists haven't said that then, that at some point the Earth is just gonna decay away before the sun explodes. To die out. Earth mass and size. Jupiter takes about the same. It won't evolve into a star because it's not big enough. Yeah. In a vacuum of space, it would take less than a second for Jupiter to freeze because it's all the gases. And space is so cold. It's kind of interesting. So yeah. Yeah, it just have to... The only way for planets to die out is when their atmospheres and shit goes away, and then they're just left defenseless, so... Never thought about that before either. God, there's so many theories you can make about this stuff. It's insane. Like, if I was smart enough, I 1000% would try to have a career in that stuff. Because you can have a lifetime of knowledge learning about a tiny part of space. Where's the sun at? Behind the tree. Isn't that? Oh, it is 5. Oh, crap. Okay, what's... I think I'm thinking about space. I have no idea what to do in this game anymore. Worth it, though. Let's just switch to this stuff. Worms. What required worms? Is it bluegill? Can you not catch bluegill in this way? You cannot. I don't think I need worms for anything. Good. Apparently I accidentally caught the thing that I needed it for. I think Sagar you need the kayak for. I'll just keep spooning for pike. I wish my phone would stop dying. Because it can't read the chat if it goes out. I'm just glad I could pause the video, but still the chat's live. And it doesn't get paused. Oh, that's too fast. Oh, I threw out bait. I thought I threw out a lure. Oops. That's my bad. It's also insane that a giant solar flare could just wipe us out at any second. The sun just decides one day, you know what, I'm just gonna let one loose. I should try to research that old 2020-2021 scare of a massive solar flare, because I don't think it actually happened. Or maybe it did, but it was way less worse than I thought it was going to be. I'm pretty sure it was 2020 or 2021. It was one of those couple years. So not only did we have the pandemic, but we also had solar flare issues that might happen. What a fun time to be in. This doesn't seem like a pike, at least a common one. Which is the one I need. It's kind of insane though that the Earth has had so many life-ending events, but it's at the point where it's at now, where it's able to have us on it. I think it went through 4 or 5 major events where it easily could have been wiped out, but Earth still strived through it. One of the ones is where the moon crashed into us, and we could have been blown into bits and parts everywhere. But nope, Earth stood its ground, and now the moon's our ally, because without the moon, that would not be good. I accidentally caught a fish on that. 8 major ones. 8. I thought there was... Huh. Yeah, we're very lucky to be here with everything that's gone on in Earth's past. I don't know if the dinosaurs asteroid one counts as one of the major life-ending things, but it could. Like, it could have been an asteroid where it decimated every type of life on the planet, where nothing could cease to exist after it, but only like the big life forms were wiped out. Tia. Is that how you pronounce that? Thea? We should be treating this planet way better than we treat it because it went through everything to allow us to be on it. And literally, what else are we gonna do if this planet starts to go away? Okay. Is Thea like a life-ending event that happened? Or a situation? I should look up what they were, because I keep forgetting them. What time is it? Okay, that's not too late. Don't think life even exists. What do you mean by that? Life even existed. Like, you don't think life existed before Earth happened? Or exist asterisk. I 1000% believe that life has always existed because there's been so many planets that at least one of them has to have something. Oh, okay, never mind. I was gonna go off on a whole different rant before the crashed into it. Yeah, I don't think so either. I think it was just like a rocky nothing with like volcanoes and crap everywhere, like forming and shaping the Earth. It's so funny how I can take like a simple sentence and just completely transform it into some massive, I don't know, idea. I think Earth was very early in its stages of forming, and I think it was only like, when did it crash into Earth? I know it was very early, and there was a high chance of Earth being completely wiped out, but it didn't happen. Because it wasn't big enough to crash into it. God, I keep like thinking back to my old science books in middle school that had like the cool pictures of the formation of the Earth. So I keep trying to think back on that. 3 billion years after? When did life start forming on the planet? Like in little particle molecule type things. Wasn't that like 3 billion years ago? Yeah, I need to look stuff up again. When did life first? 3.7, okay, .com. Yeah, around 3.5 billion years ago. That's what multiple websites say. That's wrong. So about 800 million years into Earth did stuff start finally existing from tiny little organisms, apparently. When did the moon crash into Earth? Oh, the moon was formed by a collision. It wasn't. Okay, never mind. I get that confused. The Earth is 4.6 billion, right? 4.5. Same thing. So yeah, life existed about 800 million years after. And 100 million years after Earth formed, that's when the Earth crashed into it, made the moon out of it, and then 600, 700 million years later, life finally started forming. Huh. But then again, this is AI, though. Okay, UCLA thinks it's the same thing. Okay, good. Planetary embryo. Interesting name. 4 years before it dies. 4 billion years before the Earth dies? Around 4 billion years, yeah. It's just weird that my whole life you've been taught that, oh, the Earth is only going to die when the sun explodes, but now apparently the Earth can just die out before a couple billion years before the sun goes out. That's kind of interesting. Well, none of us is going to be around for that time, but still horrifying to think about. Wonder what happened to this thing. Planetary embryo. I'd never heard of that until now. Embryo. Protoplanets are thought to form out kilometer-sized planetesimals, like gravitationally perturbing. Huh. 3 billion years and a bit. Yeah. I've never heard of that. I always thought the moon crashed into us. I completely forgot that the moon was created from that collision. In a planetary disk, right? We talk about Tia as the planetary disk? The embryo? Okay, it's getting kind of dark in this game. There's another planet. Oh, Tia is another planet about the same size as Mars. Like, it was the same size before it crashed into us, or is that what it is somewhere else and how? Because that would be kind of insane. Oh, we don't have to. Okay, that makes sense. Nah, because that happened so long ago. Who knows where it went? What the size of it is now, if it just crashed into random particles when it hit us. I wonder what the other Earth ending events were, because those are the only couple I can think of, is that and the asteroid dinosaur things. I think one of them's the Ice Age. Probably decayed and is unrecognizable, yeah. It could be one of the things around Saturn. A lot of those rocks floating around that. That'd be kind of funny. I don't think it is, though. The Ice Age would have sucked to, from another, yeah, it was part of another planet. Again, crashing into us. That's kind of funny though, that the exact time our home Earth was forming, something from so far away just randomly decided to hit us. And if it didn't, we wouldn't have the moon, therefore Earth would be a lot different than it is now. So it's probably a good thing that thing hit us, which is interesting to think about. No, the Ice Age was what, 20,000 years ago? Oh, from the dinosaur event. I mean, when an asteroid hits us and it's significant enough to, like, I think it blocks out the sun for a couple years from, like, all the dust and all that crap. So that would cause most plants on Earth to die out. And most life on Earth to die out. But left over, you would still have small little microorganism stuff left. And then eventually over time, those will grow and evolve into other things. And if the sun's blocked out for that long, then yeah, you will have colder temps, but I don't think snow would happen. Because I don't know how that messes with clouds. Yeah, volcanic one. I know at some point there were so many volcanoes around the Earth because that's how a lot of stuff was formed today. It's from volcanic explosions and earthquakes and all that stuff. It would evaporate the water and dust. Yeah. But there's so much ocean that, yes, a lot of it would be evaporated, but it wouldn't really significantly change the water level that much. Best case scenario, you would probably want an asteroid to hit the water. Yes, it would cause 1,000-foot high tsunamis all over the place, but probably best case scenario. I don't know. Volcanic extinction, true, but look from the outside, though. Outside. I like that I'm still catching stuff and it's not peak day anymore. I didn't think this lure was gonna work, but hey. It's an asteroid, not a hurricane. What? Asteroid, not a hurricane. Would make a dome of water. Well, when the asteroid hits the water, yes, it's going to create like a dome-like thing, and a lot of water would be evaporated instantly, but it would still send out like insanely high waves from the impact. And people even like hundreds of miles inland would be wiped out because the waves would be so tall. I think the worst hurricanes can make with tsunamis is probably like 30, 40 feet high. But a lot of non-inland towns have like walls to stop most of the impact. Millions of feet tall would be horrifying. It's like the movie 2012, the wave that wiped out the Himalayas. Dams? Oh, what are they called? They're like coastal wall. What is the... Seawall. I thought it had a better, more scientific name than that. Seawall minimizes disruption and damage by waves, tsunamis, blah blah blah. I think Louisiana has one. That'd be so big it would reach into space. Yeah. What's a million? 1 million divided by 5280. That's not a million. Yeah, 189 miles. That's well above into space. The whole Earth would just look like a giant blue thing. It kind of already is. But less complication. Yeah, I want a common pike, not a young one. Honestly, like 10, 20-foot waves is scary enough, but something a million feet tall that would... I don't know. I would not know what to think. Earth is 8,000 miles wide. That's probably close. I know it's... when you're trying to get around the Earth from point A to point B, exact same spot. I think the Earth is like, what, 16,000-ish feet? So if you're only considering just width, it's probably around that. Okay, I need to make it to where my phone stops trying to shut off when it's not being touched or anything. Ow. I wonder if anyone from back then, like thousands of years ago, has ever like witnessed an asteroid hitting something like from far away. I wonder what they thought that was. What that was. Like an act from some supernatural being, or maybe they did something wrong to where they're being punished for, or some conspiracy theory like that. Because back then people knew nothing about it, so if something like that did happen, people would be freaking out over that. That would be in orbit. Like seeing one from space. Because what's that Halley's Comet that happens every 75 years? So people have been seeing that pretty consistently for a long time. So I wonder what they thought of that back then. Meteorite shower. I've only witnessed like one because I usually just skip out on meteor showers, but they're kind of cool. So I can imagine people living... I mean, because back then there were no cities, no insane amount of lights, so pretty much anywhere you were on the Earth you could see so clearly into space. So if meteor showers happened, who knows what they would have thought about that. I don't think Halley's Comet really evaporated back then, like showed itself much. I don't know, I've never looked into it that much on how... it's gotta be stuck in some sort of orbit, obviously, for us to keep continuously seeing it. But I wonder if the time we keep seeing it changes very slowly over time, so back then it could have been different. I don't know. Probably would have looked like death. Yeah, I don't know how they thought they could have prepared for something like that if they thought it was gonna kill them. Probably just stand there and accept it. Like, I'm just so glad I wasn't born back then to all these things we know now that aren't dangerous or are dangerous back then. People didn't know that, so if something were to happen and they thought it was a good thing but it was bad, then they just die. Like, I'm glad we know most things on Earth that are good or not, so we don't have to continuously worry. Like, I wonder what was the time period people figured out that volcanoes or tornadoes and stuff were bad things and not like cool things to go close to and see. Which surprisingly people do now, but obviously they know what it is. Like, I know Native Americans had like a lot of like lores and stories and paintings about tornadoes because they live in the plains a lot. And they knew that they were bad, but can't imagine what they would have thought about seeing him for the first time ever, just like a wisp of cloud. I haven't caught anything new in a long time. Granted, I haven't been fishing that much, but I forgot half the locations that one dude caught him. Crap. It's also really insane that the T-Rex lived closer to our time period than the Stegosaurus, but you see in all these books and movies that, oh, they're right next to each other, that means they were in the same time period, but no, in reality that's completely wrong. And the Stegosaurus was around like 70 million years before the T-Rex, and the T-Rex was around 65 million years ago, and that's kind of insane to think about. Like, you never really realize how insane time periods are until you look at them on like a graph or table or something. Like, just 100 years ago, technology, computers, electronics, all that stuff didn't exist, but if you look at it on like how long humanity has been around, that's like nothing. But if you take a look at how long humanity has been around and compare that to like dinosaurs and stuff, then we've been around for literally nothing. It's funny to think T-Rexes turned into kangaroos. They're actually kind of shaped similar. Big legs, tiny arms, walking on 2 feet. It's actually a close comparison. Imagine if T-Rex had pouches. I wonder what dinosaurs actually sounded like, though. Because you really can't figure that out. Because all that stuff is decayed. Like voice boxes and all that stuff. Like maybe you can, but not like fully. They like breathe. Like, that'd be so weird to think that dinosaurs probably could have talked like us, but they weren't evolved enough to actually like make sense. That'd be funny. Like, a lot of scientists think that velociraptors could have been the dominant species like humans were if they were around long enough until like the asteroid wiped them all out. Because velociraptors were that smart. And I also hate in movies that they depict velociraptors to be the size of humans or even bigger, but in reality they're like 2 feet tall. With feathers on them. Like, lots of movies don't even put feathers on them. They don't have the biggest brains. T-Rexes. What's that Will Ferrell movie where he said the T-Rex's brain was the size of a walnut? And then the dinosaur threw back like a giant walnut. Land of the Lost or something. That was funny. I don't know what dinosaur could have had the biggest brain, but it had to be... I don't know. Because a lot of the biggest dinosaurs out there, they have small heads. Because they have a huge neck and then giant lower body, but their heads are tiny. That's an interesting thing to look up. Hiccups. I wonder what was the first thing on the planet to become like a fully put together creature with like skin and bones and all that stuff. How do we know volcanoes erupt back then, though? They probably figured it out through like different layers of the ground, because if you look at the Grand Canyon, the further you go down it, the older the rock is, so they can probably go to a location, dig down, and then they could see like because the layers of rock all tell a story and how old it is. So they could probably take like, oh, this stuff was volcanic ash or whatever from an explosion however many years ago, and they could like test the rock to see how old it is. That's probably one reason. Sea creatures, probably. Because if when did dinosaurs first start? I wonder if you could call the first ever thing with skin and bones a dinosaur. Probably. So that means dinosaur. Why is it that? Why aren't anything now called dinosaurs? Why is back then it called dinosaurs? Because you could take birds and turtles and reptiles dinosaurs, because a lot of them have been around since back then. They're just different sizes. Sea creature that looks like a worm but even uglier. A blobfish. Those things are ugly. I think the first life on the planet was actually formed in the water, because it was the most ready to have life, because the surface was still like volcano-y and too hot and all that stuff. But over time, as the oceans got bigger, it helps cool down and start making like clouds and all that stuff to make life on the land more livable. I think that's how that happened. I mean, underwater but not on the ground, it's super ugly. Like, it exists now? Or back then? There's so much we don't know about our ocean. That's another huge long conversation you can have. And they're talking about an ocean that's under the ocean. That's insane. Caves kind of scare me, because I'm just I just think sometimes that what if have our houses and towns built over a massive cave, and what if it decides it doesn't want to hold it up anymore and we all just crash into a massive hole? Oh, it sucked. Chain pickerel. Do we know a list of the ocean in space? Yeah, I think so. We have about... I feel like over time, the ocean has never been studied that much, and at some periods of time, there's people study it a lot and then just completely quit. And I feel like people have seen things down there that just completely scares them off, so they stop thinking about it. Like, there's conspiracy theories going on that there's things down there so horrifying that people just stop wanting to know more about it. Because I just think that there's no reason why we should more about space than something that's on our own planet. Well, I don't think the pressure really matters, because back in the 60s, they had something that was capable of going down into the depths of the Mariana Trench. And they went back up to the surface because they had a window crack, but it withstood all the pressure, and that was a long time ago. And we have all this stuff that can be launched out into space and take all these pictures, so we clearly have stuff that can withstand the pressure of the ocean. But I just think that there's terrifying things down there that make people not want to go down there. And we only have, what, 10% of the ocean semi-mapped out? Which I feel like the majority of that is around coastlines and not actually in the depths of the ocean. Why didn't the Russians do that, though? Like, explore the water? I mean, didn't they beat us to space, but we beat them to the moon? I don't know what countries have been in the water more, and who was the first country that actually, like, explored the oceans. They went down so deep until it overheated. Who went down? Are you talking about the 60s? Wrong topic. It's kind of weird that there can be lakes under the ocean because of the way like bacteria and certain things can look like. And then there's so many like vents and lava. It's crap. That's a new fish. They dug down so deep it overheated. Are you talking about like mining? Like didn't I think wasn't it China or something that decided to just dig down really deep and they just literally couldn't because it got so dense and overheated that all their equipment like just got destroyed. Like weren't they literally trying to dig through the entire planet but they literally couldn't? Like we have all these mines and down in the depths of the lower levels it can get up to like 160 degrees and people can't stay there that long. I don't know where they have that hole, but they did do it. The meme came from. What meme? Oh, 5%. What? The British Royal Navy Challenger expedition first explored ocean trenches in 1875. They discovered the Mariana Trench, which is the deepest trench on Earth that we know of. HMS Challenger. Yeah. And Challenger Deep was the 1960s. No, Challenger Deep's a different name for this trench. Never mind. I'm confusing that. No, they don't. I don't think. Unkillable worm. The worm from SpongeBob? I know there's like there's jellyfish that can't die. They call them the immortal jellyfish or something. Or water bears. Yeah, in real life. Yeah, there's a jellyfish that's technically immortal, and I think water bears are somewhat immortal too. They're kind of cute looking. Oh, water bear is immortal. There's a pink blob. Not immortal. Okay, never mind. I think they can. I think they're very like a hardy animal, though. Water bears have survived all 5 mass extinctions on Earth since they first evolved around 500 million years ago. That's insane. Those worms, they decay, of course, but they got sent to the moon, right? Worms sent to the moon. To see if they could, like, survive up there? NASA sent a Northrop Grumman Cygnus resupply spacecraft to the ISS, and ISS packed with 8,000 pounds per cent cargo and other supplies. In the cargo was a special package containing some 120,000 that word elegant worms. These tiny nematode worms were sent to the ISS as part of an experiment on muscle degradation in space. Mass NASA, because a NASA secret mission and it crashed? Hmm. Oh, study must. Oh, okay, this makes sense. Hmm. Learning a lot of things today. That's kind of funny looking. These things are weird looking as well. World's ugliest animal. Wait, what? These jellyfish can turn back time, reverting to an earlier stage in their life cycle. They're able to repeatedly rejuvenate themselves after sexual reproduction. Wow. They like doing it so much they force themselves to go back in time to do it again. It's kind of funny. Phone, stop dying, please. Ah. Search when did NASA put water bears on the moon until it shows up? Okay. New window. I didn't need to do that. That's not it. Water bears. NASA put water bears on the moon. In 2019, the Israel Aerospace Industry sent the Ray Sheet probe to the moon, which was carrying thousands of tardigrades or microscopic water bears. Unfortunately, scientists lost control of the lander and bear sheet crashed on the surface. Wow. The polar creatures. I did not know about this. That looks like a turret. Water bears, creatures under a millimeter long that can survive being heated up to 150 degrees Celsius and being frozen to almost absolute zero. Wow. Pretty much the tough... That's kind of funny. The toughest animal on Earth is literally a microscopic little blob. If you take away the legs, it looks like the worms from Tremors. They can be brought back to life decades after being dehydrated. Wow. Very ugly, yeah. Oh, what's that? I'm trying to think of that movie that has that blob dude in it. That looks like that. He kind of looks like the caterpillar from Bug's Life. He literally looks like this. The water bear. That is kind of funny. Sandworm from SpongeBob. It's kind of funny I went from black holes to oceans to worms getting sent to the moon. It's interesting stuff though. Like if people don't find looking this stuff up to be fun and very intriguing, then you're a boring person. Wonder how they lost control of it though. Huh. Like the movie, Desert Worm from the movie. Which movie? Dune? Maybe? Because I know in the trailer that there was like massive worms coming out of it. I've never seen it though. There's also giant worms from The Hobbit. We got the name, but it's like a huge worm. There's this worm that's kind of funny from SpongeBob, the Alaskan bull worm. I wonder what they based this worm on though. There's also the SpongeBob water bear thing that I think they made a meme on as well. If I can spell it correctly. Apparently I can't. Yeah, this thing. The sea bear. Don't stand outside the circle. It's kind of insane how many different animals they just throw on a spaceship and send out into space. And they've been doing that for a long time now. But I guess better animals than people to go out there and test things out. Which is kind of sad, but oh well. What were they supposed to use the water bears on? Was it that same thing before to test muscle loss in space? Or was it something completely different than that? Or maybe they were... Maybe considering that those specific animals can survive certain temperatures, then maybe they could relate that to certain things that could have been on the moon or other planets that have crazy temperatures on it. They could have been doing that. Probably making life on the moon. Like, they could have some base out there where they could be testing all that stuff. But that's going to be a lot of dead animals. Didn't they find traces of, like, water on the Mars, though? Or is that a different planet? It's one of those. It's Mars or the moon, one of those two. So there could have been like an ancient ocean on that thing, or a lake or something. Europa. Saturn's moon. What planet or moon had traces of an ancient ocean on it? Mars. It could have been multiple, though, not just Mars. Why is this popping up? How do I get... Escape. 3-billion-year-old beach buried on Mars. No, you could be right with that, too. It could be multiple things. Saturn's moon. Was discovered by Galileo Galilei in 1610. Nearly same size Earth moons, tidally locked to Jupiter in orbit. Scientists believe Europa is an ocean world with a subsurface ocean of liquid water hidden beneath its icy surface. That's kind of interesting. So you weren't wrong. I was just we're just both thinking different things. But there's a couple things I haven't learned today until now. Europa Clipper. Huh. Some of these things could have had a life supported on them, but they were just one step away from it happening. Again, most of the time these planets have water on it, but they don't have everything else to have life. Like they have like a screwed up atmosphere or like horrible temps, being too far or too close to the sun. But Mars, though, could have been pretty close to having life on it. Because it's not that far away from the sun. Revealed underground features consistent with beaches on the red planet 4 billion years ago. Some of the best evidence to date that Mars was once so soggy as to host a northern sea. Ancient beaches and river deltas. Evidence of wind waves, no shortage of sand, a vacation style beach. It could have had a life before. Yeah, where did it vanish? Where did it go to? I bet the atmosphere back then was a lot better than it was now, and when the atmosphere got completely destroyed, all the water either evaporated, but if it was so cold there, then it all should be ice. But all that's gone. Maybe at one point something hit it to where everything evaporated, and then since it had no atmosphere anymore, it's left to the cold, dead space. That's weird. Something to think about. Okay, spelled that wrong. Mars may explore life billions ago. The planet's magnetic field, which could have been life enabling, lasted until about 3.9 billion years ago. Do you think how old is Mars in relation to the Earth? Like, it could be going through its last stages of it being a planet, because it could have been like Earth, where a long time ago it supported a life like Earth, but since it's so old, all of that's gone. So Mars could be what the Earth could be like in a couple billion years. Because Mars is in the zone of life enabling planets in relation to the distance of the sun. The Earth's right in the middle of that zone, but Mars is in it too. It could be decaying, yeah. But Mars, since Mars is smaller than the Earth, it has a smaller lifespan. So even though it could not be much older, if at all older than the Earth, since it's smaller, it just has shorter lifespan year thing. Oh, Mars. How old is Mars? It's pretty much the same age as the Earth. How smaller is Mars? Yeah, Mars is half the size of the planet, so you could say that its lifespan is half of that of Earth's, which is what was 7.5, right? So that means Mars is 75% of its lifespan, if you do the math. So if you take 7.5, divide that, that means Mars should be dying by now, which it might as well could be happening in front of us, considering it has nothing on it. I thought it was not that much smaller either, but that's what this site said. Turns out you can fit 6.5 Mars-sized planets on Earth. Red planet has a radius of 2.1 thousand miles. Earth has a radius of nearly 4,000. So yeah, technically half. Yeah, but this is sciencenotes.org. Yeah, the Google AI is either wrong or right. And when it's right, it's good. But when it's wrong, it's horribly wrong. Yeah, that's what this .org said. So if you take into consideration the size of Mars and then how old it is, being almost as old as the Earth, that means Mars is really close to its dying stage. And it makes sense, because look at it, it's got nothing on it. So the idea of when the Earth isn't sustainable anymore, let's go to Mars, that's probably not the smartest thing to do. So there's a really high chance that some sort of life could have been on Mars at least a couple billion years ago. Dusty family trip. Yeah. 11% of Earth's mass, wow. 1000% has to be, if this thing had water and oceans on it still, then 11% would be much higher, but the Earth has so much water on it, then it's just heavy. I wonder if Mars's core like died out and that's why it's cold on there. And it having a way much different atmosphere. I don't know. Yeah, Mars should be pretty close to dying out. Like 80-90% through its lifespan. That kind of makes me want to look up other planets. Cause in the older stages its core was extremely hot. Yeah, at one point it could have, like, if the Earth was, like, not Earth, but if like the planet was so old it couldn't sustain its core anymore, so the core just blew up in a way to where it evaporated everything on the surface. And then it finally died, and then everything just got cold and all that stuff. Jupiter age isn't that known. Probably. It's hard to see the age of a planet that's not rocky and is mostly gas, because you can't really tell the age of something if it doesn't have rocks on it, because scientists can easily look at rocks and then guess the age range on it. Because Jupiter's core, it's going to be buried under gases that is like impossible to travel and navigate through. Same thing goes with Uranus and Neptune and Saturn. Just really funny that Mars is the last like rocky planet, and then it's like 3 gas planets in a row, and then Pluto's just its own little rockiness out in the middle of nowhere. Venus had a life since the sun is actually expanding. Yeah, it could have. Because I think Venus is just outside the life zone in comparison with the sun. So back a long time ago, when the sun was smaller, it could have actually had something on it. Maybe dumber humans made Venus have a thick atmosphere. Wonder how far away Venus is from the Earth in comparison with how far away Mars is from the Earth. Interesting to look up. Okay, I think we're in the bad time for fishing, that's why nothing is happening. Mars is technically closer. Yeah, I think so. I don't think the sun, I think if Pluto was, let's say Mars was, that's weird though, because if Mars had a life on it a long time ago, but a long time ago the sun was significantly smaller, wouldn't that mean that Mars was technically out of the life zone, inhabitable life zone for our solar system? So if you take Pluto and place it in like Jupiter's spot, or no, if you take, hold on, I'm confusing things. I don't think the sun could ever get big enough to where Pluto could have any sort of life on it in the future, but I don't know how old Pluto is. Maybe it's only seawater. Let the fish sleep. What's only, oh, I closed the chat like an idiot. What's only seawater? This place? Are you talking about a planet? It will for like 2 days. Oh, the sun being big enough? Yeah, until it all explodes. Imagine just having created a life on your planet, and you're like, oh yay, this is gonna be great, and then the sun just explodes because it's only that size for like a limited amount of time. Yeah, when the sun gets like its max sized, it will have technically engulfed the Earth and then Mars, right? And at that point, I think it's just gonna be so unstable it'll just explode. So I think if the sun was as big enough to where Earth was engulfed in it, then maybe Pluto would be put into the... It just busts on you. That wouldn't be the type of bust you would want. Imagine on your gravestone it said, I died because the sun busted on me. It will also evaporate. The things it engulfs? Pluto? Ooh. I actually want to know how old Pluto is. Because if it is around the age of just Mars and Earth, then that thing should be way past its lifetime, considering how small it is. Well, people consider it like a dwarf planet, then that means it should be young. Okay, we're not catching crab. Let's move on. I hate that it doesn't fully open up this window. How old is Pluto? And do not give me the Mickey Mouse dog. Pluto... What? New Zealand, come on. 4.6, what? No, because it doesn't clear its path. Oh, The sun, planets, and almost everything else in our solar system are all formed together from a spinning cloud of dust and gas. Okay. So that means technically everything in our solar system is around 4.6 billion. That actually makes a lot of sense, and I don't know why I didn't think about that. As in it doesn't burn up asteroids. Oh. Does Pluto have like a ton of dents in it from things hitting it? Yeah. I wonder if Earth would look like that if you took off all of its like water and trees. There'd just be indents everywhere. Or is Earth's atmosphere just way better than all these other planets that you just won't have these dents everywhere? Why does it have a heart? Pluto? This thing? Maybe Pluto is why the sun wants to bust. Because it loves it. This could be the bust right here. Something could have busted on it a long time ago, which is why it's heart-shaped. We're giving back the love, as in giving, of course. What kind of relationship has Pluto had in the past? We're not using protection with this big of a load on it. Okay, alright. This is not the Pluto I was trying to look up. What is that? Those costumes are bad. A white heart. Pluto was named by an 11-year-old. Interesting. Pluto has 5 moons. But I wish I lived long enough to where I can research everything I wanted to research, but I know that's just not possible. Chiron is binary with it though. Chiron, Chiron. In mythology, I think it's Chiron. Technically a moon. Like Pluto's technically a moon? Because it's so small? Or are you talking about Chiron? Chiron. Some. Oh, Charon? Charon? Huh. No, Pluto's bigger than it. Okay. That's why it's the moon, but I thought you were talking about Pluto for a second. Of it technically being a moon. Which would kind of make sense, but it's its own thing. They're binary because of the size is similar. Huh. But Pluto's not the one revolving around that thing. It's the one revolving around the sun, and the others are revolving around it. Like a little Cha and Sha. Charon? Charon? The cha-cha-cha. Oh, it got dark real quick on this. I wonder how how planets got their moons, though. Like, why do we have one? And it's only because something crashed into us, but other planets... I think Saturn has around, like... I think they're even discovering more moons that these planets have, but Saturn, I think, has the most. I could be horribly wrong with that, though. Collisions, yeah, but... What planet? Oh, Jupiter has... Oh, yeah, Saturn has 146 moons. That's insane. And they keep discovering more. Saturn's moons almost likely formed through the following processes: large bodies colliding. Over millions of years, debris accumulated and became the moons. Some moons have originated from collisional breakup of captured minor planets. Saturn's rings could have evolved from the debris of two icy moons that collided and shattered. So it could have had more moons, but those moons hit each other and made all the stuff around the rings. Saturn technically has more because of... yeah. But I think Saturn's the coolest looking. Most recent image. I don't know what's the most recent. That makes sense. Recent picture of. Okay, that's not. But. The planet just looks insane. Also, this looks insane. This is my favorite nebula, Cat's Eye. It just looks awesome. Kind of looks like a bladderfish from Subnautica. Kind of. Even the moons proposed a ring for it. What's that Beyonce song? If you like it, put a ring on it or something like that. The Crab Nebula. That sounds familiar. Nebula. Wow. That just looks like a brain, kind of. Like, not like pink and tentacly, but it just seems like some, like, really smart brain. Supernova. Image. As it's from a star busting. Ah. Why can't ours look more like this? Huh. Otherwise known as a planetary nebula. Yeah. Like, who knows what all those look like now, considering that's so far away. Then there's the Carina Nebula, which is the biggest. Out what, though? Oh. A specific organ. I don't want to look up Craigslist. That kind of looks like the Pillars of Creation, but just more. What? That's cool. It looks like things trying to reach out to, like, I don't know what though. That's interesting. You could take like an infinite amount. That looks like a demonic face, mouth, eye. That looks like a horse face, kind of. The two nostrils here and there, tongue. Huh. That looks like an old elf or dwarf or something. Gimli. Huh. I'd like to know what these things look like now. It looks like that one character. Which character? I do not know. Oh, it looks like that one thing from Star Wars. Like the long face. Oh, like... What is that one's name? One Jedi from Star Wars with long face. Highly doubt I can find it. It's not that thing. It's not Jar Jar Binks. Looks like there's a cyborg looking nebula. Oh. People kept track of the cyborg looking nebula and it looked like it was expanding. Yeah, that kind of looks like one of these things. That's what I was trying to find. I don't know. That's NE, that snail character. Snail character. Oops. Cyborg. Huh? Can I use arrows to scale? Oh, there we go. That looks like a brain from Star Wars. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to look up, but I don't know the name of it. That one guy that was in there for like 5 seconds at least. Looks like 2 hands reaching out. It looks like someone's holding like a spear and they're getting ready to throw it. what website is. Oh, I don't want to buy it. Stop it. Oh, space is so cool. That's insane. That looks like a drill. Called the Rose Nebula. There's a nebula that in a holy book says it's the splitting of the heavens. It's called the Rose Nebula. That does look like a rose. Helix Nebula. That looks kind of scary. Intimidating. Well, because it's like blood red. I don't understand why some nebulas are certain colors and some are not. If they all come from a specific star exploding, I don't know. It's got to be different distances the star is away. That's what different colors it could be, or it could pass through something else that makes it that color. It's just so weird. If you type in Curin, it'll give you the words that confirm it. Probably from gases. I don't think that's real. Yeah, it looks like you're looking down onto a rose. Tired. And my game's frozen. Uh-oh. That's not good. Oh, there we go. Oh, we're on the peak nighttime fishing. I forgot what fish you only have to catch from night here. I have no idea. Oh, no. Don't think it has to be this guy. I don't get why I haven't caught him yet. Could be more active at night. How long have I been streaming for? It's gotta be not 3 minutes ago. Phone. Oh, over 2 hours ago. Wow. Does not feel like 2 hours, but then again, if you're talking about something cool, time flies by. An hour. Wonder how my computer temps are. Feels kind of cold. Hey, is my fishing pole lighting up? I just realized that. Yeah, that's what mine said too. I just clicked out on it because I had it open since then. It does not feel like 2 hours though. I don't think it updates if you like keep it open. Let's hop on the kayak. What's that one commercial that's kayak? I think it's a traveling website. Dang, why do I have a bar for muscle? Z to anchor. Almost 3 hours. Wow. That doesn't make sense, though. It is 2:30 where I'm at, so maybe that does make sense. Wow. That's crazy. Oh, anchor down. Okay. How do I fish now? Uh-oh. I was not paying attention to controls. Wait. Oh. 4:33. Dang, up. Late. .4:33 is around the time I usually go to sleep, and I'm trying not to, but my sleeping's like screwed up. I force myself to stay awake all day so I can try to sleep earlier, and it just doesn't happen because I'm just used to going to bed late. What spoon do I need? I don't know how to fish though, it's not letting me. It's gonna click every button until something happens. Oh, it's R. I can set a rod aside, what? Nine more minutes until 3 hours. Does not feel like 3 hours. That's insane. I think when you're just having fun and just talking about something interesting, time just flies by. It only feels like an hour. Why can I not cast that? Oh, that's weird. It was a fun conversation though, and we've only talked about like 1% of what you could talk about. Even if you take it for like only talking about oceans or space. Now it's 8. What's 8? Not gonna lie, 3 hours of searching stuff up on Google. Yeah. But if you like really get into something like that, you don't have to search up on Google. We both just had a lot of interesting things that were questioned that I just wanted to look up. But sometimes you can just sit back and just talk about things. I was not tired at the start of this, and now I'm just am. I mean, half of it was false Google AI and had to click on something else. Okay, this lure is not working. Let's go to a casting spoon. Wait, no, that's the same as that. Not the same. Hello, the speedy duck. I don't know what lure to use on this. Northern Pike. Pike is that one? Yes, I know that. Oh, worms, grubs, never spoon. I have rub. This one. What pond must I go to? I'm level 20. Probably the one I'm at. Emerald Lake. You can sit here and just catch a bunch of walleye and get good XP and money from it. That's what I would do. I'm level 22 and I'm here. I hate that you have to farm the same thing over and over again to level up the best and most efficiently, but this aiming is janky on this boat. Should I buy Congo now or later? I would wait for later. I'd wait till you're like in the 40s or 50s. Probably the 40s to get it. I just threw money at rods and stuff. I didn't buy a DLC pack. There's a delay for him for me. I think I'm in the wrong spot for this. The worm I have might be too small. That one's too big though. Crap. Let's move to that. More peak time. Let's move the kayak. Don't know how to do that though. I have a flashlight. Look at that. This is the correct area though. Maybe I'm being too impatient. Okay, mine is not updating. Stupid phone. Oh, here we go. Now it's working. Good. Oh, that's too fast. Oops. My bad. Maybe this isn't the right color of worms. I think green sticks out. If it's darker though, so you should have darker colors. I don't know. I'm like trying to think about a new space topic to talk about again. Okay, this is not working. Maybe I should just skip to the next day. How do I unlift the thing? Here we go. Come on, I know you're stronger than that. Come on. Move. Come on, put your back into it. Bruh. Why am I not going anywhere? Oh, there we go. Apparently I still had the anchor in the ground, so I was fighting against it. That was the slowest turn I've ever seen, though. An atom per second. I haven't kayaked in so long. I forgot how to. Yeah, see these arms? Look at those hands. Oh, I can zoom in. Look at that. Did not know that. Oh, press E to go ashore. Thanks for telling me that. I just floated. What was that? Okay, let's skip the day. Yeah, I have no arm. I can't even, like, go to third person. Let's do some walleyes. Oh, that's bright. Ah! Yeah, I don't have any arms, but I can cast 160 feet. The dude's a machine. Jesus. That is a lot more brighter than it should have been. Heavenly lag. The stream lagging? Uh-oh, that's not good. But magically got arms again. Yeah, it's like he stuffs them inside his body like a turtle does to his head. And he only unleashes it when he wants to. Oh, fish on. I cannot tell what it is. It looks like a crappie. Nope. It's a walleye. 3-pound walleye. And my arms pop up when I have a fish. With his stupid look on his face. Look, look at him. That's funny. He's like flipping his head back. That is hilarious. The spoon looks like a fish. Yeah, it's meant to look like a smaller little like bait fish or baby fish because these guys will eat smaller fish. So some of these look like that. I know there's like specific ones that are literally named after fish. Let's see if... Yeah, like this one for example. It's not exactly a spoon, but it's a jerkbait. And it looks like a little mini fish. Then these ones are worms, and then there's craws, slugs. But this location doesn't sell that stuff. I have to go back to the main menu. Kind of looks smoky. It's probably just the fog coming off of the water because the water is significantly warmer than the air, so it's just going to produce mist. Wonder how much money I lost from doing this, because it costs 3,000 to go here, which is stupidly overpriced. 500 to extend the day. I don't know how much I made from fishing, because half the time I wasn't. Why did people even start ooh-woo? Oh no. It's gotta be from some random Twitch moment. That's how half of these brain rot crap happened. What's so weird about ooh-woo? Probably the way people say it. Like, I don't think that word specifically has an actual meaning, but it's the way people say it. Certain people say it. In the high-pitched... I'm not gonna replicate it, but it's a high-pitched stupid crap. Oh shit. Like, the only brain rot I care about is Vine. Or YouTube from, like, 2012. Half of the words people come up with nowadays, I don't even want to know what it means. Oop. Fish. Okay. Okay. I hope this is a trophy walleye because it's fighting pretty good, and that's what I need. The line is green, apparently. Huh. Please be a trophy. Yes! Let's go. 4 pounds, 652 easy dollars. I wish that middle bottom thing would go away. Why is he built like Woody from Toy Story, the way his arms look? Look at him. It's so fun to play around that. Wait, I can wait, hold on. What was that button? Orbit doily. I have no idea. Does it show how much fish you have fully? Oh, it restarts. Okay. Dang, $1,000 from 2 fish. That's actually good. And I know I caught one of these last time, so that's another 2,000. So that essentially, the other fish essentially paid for the cost to go here. I essentially would have made my money back. Plus, I leveled up once, so that's $1,000. So yeah, I definitely made my money back. But it's not enough to where it's actually like worth it. But every now and then I keep thinking about space now. What's that one dude that you see every now and then on like Instagram Reels or something like that, to where he's like sitting down in an interview talking about space? I'll never be able to think of that guy's name, but I should save one of his videos the next time it pops up so I can actually look him up. I think at one point he was talking about like dark matter and all that stuff. And I wanted to know more about it, but I just skipped past it. Do I have any other type of spoon? Narrow spoon, 1/0, 3/0's too big for this place. There's a couple people out there that like that, but this one guy, he's different. Wait, maybe it's the, probably. Okay, apparently these two are invisible. Yeah, I know what most of these are for, but I should have just brought one for one lake instead of multiple. Ugh. Too many spoons. What was the spinner for? Oh. I still need these two annoying things. Rebates, buffers. Yeah, it is this casting spoon. It could be this one though, so I'm just gonna YOLO it on there. Oh great, it's too heavy for the rod. I only have 2, that sucks. How much longer do I want to be? Oop, I dropped my phone. How much longer do I want to be live streaming for? I don't want to overkill it, but I hate that it doesn't update and you have to exit out of it. Wait, what'd that say? Hold on. Yeah, 3 hours. How? That doesn't make sense. I need to get a second monitor. Eat. Why did my arm do that? So that 2 is it 1? Oh, the stream is lagging on my phone. Uh-oh. I just dropped my phone. Yeah, on my computer it's fine. On the phone though, it's bad. That's not good. Yep, my stream is lagging on the phone. That sucks. That should not happen. That is just sad. Wonder if it's lagging on your guys' end. Wah. Computer doesn't feel hot. Okay, let's reel this in and I'll check. That's task manager. Computer's not hot. Weird. It wasn't lagging on what? Mass confusion is happening. You know, I'll just turn. I don't want to turn on the video though because it'll look stupid. That's sad. I'm sorry that the stream is lagging apparently. It could be just my phone though. I need the trophy and unique chain pickerel, please. Then I can finally move on to something else. Oh, this could be too big of a casting spoon. 2 watt. Just realized that. Oh, that's too late. Cool. Okay, I'm just gonna restart my phone and see if that's actually the issue. Which I hope that is, because I don't want it to lag the whole time. That would suck. Okay, I restarted it. Please don't be lagging. Okay, it's at 720p quality, so it's not that insane quality on my phone. What if I switch games? Then my title would be a lie because I'm not fishing. Okay, that part didn't lag and now it's lagging again. What is happening? I could just look it up on here, on my computer, see if it lags. Ooh, we got a fish. Fishy. Jumping around like crazy. Young northern pike. Yeah, the game feels smooth as hell on here, but on the phone live stream, it's lagging like horrible. I just hope that's not what everyone else is seeing. What if I rewind it? No, it's still... Oh my god. I wish I didn't notice that because now I'm irritated about that. Why? I'll just look it up. Go to my YouTube channel. Where's my live at? Ah, here we go. Let's rewind it. The Speedy Duck. A lot more brighter than it should have been. What is lagging? Heavenly lag. The stream. Crap. I might just end it here then if it's lagging like horrible. That sucks. I honestly don't know what to do about that. The game is running very smooth on my end. Weird. Well, I'm gonna call it. That's so sad. I'm sorry about that, guys. I don't know what to do about that. That is just weird. That should not be lagging that badly. Even after making the settings go down, it still sucked. My temps weren't even that bad and my computer wasn't even using up that many resources. Well, when I went off the game though, it was not lagging, so it has to be this game. So I kind of want to test it on another one. And I've made my money back from this place anyways. Wow. Yeah, I made about 2,000 back. Yeah, I'm gonna switch games. Hold on, how do I quit this game? Fox background. Changes every now and then, but today it's a fox. Let's try Outbreak. This game is significantly harder to run on Fishing than Fishing Planet, but if it doesn't lag on here, then Fishing Planet's the problem. Now I can hear my computer starting to die. Yeah, the chat's not updating too. It's gotta be a me issue. Or maybe the whole thing's just going to hell. And now I'm not seeing any chat messages. Oh, great. Everything's breaking. Let's go. Chalked stream. Well, it's not a stream unless something goes wrong, right? Press any key. I didn't. I thought that was it. Okay. The last time I streamed on this game, it wasn't lagging, so... the computer may not like this, because it's making a lot of noise. And that is unsettling. Okay, why is it not popping up on my phone now? Oh, here it goes. Okay, will my message pop up if I type something? Okay, it does. Cool. Okay, this might form into something, so I'll just... Ow, my jaw hurts now. Cool, everything in my life is breaking. Yeah, I bought Gizmo on this game, and I also bought If I Can Escape My Vehicle, Please. Okay, so It's weighing my car down a bunch. Let's go to the highway, I guess. Then I'll drive down south. I was looking at my phone watching the stream and I wasn't paying attention, so now I'm screwed. Maybe not. No way the car gets out of this. Do I have to restart stream? Because it is not. OBS, what's going on? Let's come attack this from the side, and there we go, we're up. I wish the stream wasn't acting like that. That's kind of sad. It was going so well until I looked at it. I wonder if my voice is lagging too. Or if it's just me. I don't think my voice is lagging. It sounds just fine. It's just the gameplay, wow. Thanks, technology. Sad technology. Why does it have to keep breaking? It's so annoying. Mic sounds a little bit weird too. That's interesting. Wonder if that has to do with the stream. Maybe Fishing Planet ultimately killed my computer, and now I have to live with the consequences. What was that glitch? Yeah, it's still lagging. That's cool. Why? Is it just any game in general I play lag? I was not doing this the last time. Maybe it's because I've been going for 3 hours. Well, this is a severe thunderstorm warning now. It's being upgraded. Oh yeah, we got 2 of them. We need to go wait. Okay, velocity's kind of going there. That's where the hook is gonna be. So we gotta get down to Westport. Yep, it's not lagging on the map. Maybe I should switch to like a less graphically demanding game like Bloons Tower Defense, and if it lags on that somehow, that means everything is broken. Yeah, the delay is getting worse too, from when I talk to where I can hear myself. Great. Cool. I'm gonna keep going though. Why would I end a stream because it's breaking? That'd be a dumb thing to do, right? Gotta go, bye. See you later. That was a good conversation. Good talk. I'm glad you stuck around for that long. Some rain. Headlights. Oh. But if I look away for 1 second, I just crash into a building and die. Oh yeah, the delay is worse on this thing. Wow. Slow down. Okay, this thing is getting significantly bigger and it's moving up. Do I just stay here or do I go up? Wow, this thing grew pretty fast. I could just stick on this highway. I mean, it's not that strong looking at the moment, but obviously it's going to get bigger, so I could just move up. What do you think, Gizmo? Your bouncing head? It's gonna go about there. So I could move up, but I could miss it there. And if I start driving all the way up here, that's when the tornado will spawn, and then I'll miss it. Because that's just how it goes. It's also kind of funny that the title of the stream is fishing, but since it was lagging, I switched it. So now the title's a lie, while it's lagging, while the delay is getting worse. Everything is breaking. But I'm gonna keep streaming because why not? Clickbaiting lag. Who doesn't like that? Did it not move up? Oh, it is. Okay, never mind. I'm just gonna turn around. Wait, do I? Yeah. Turn around. It's getting pretty dark. Okay, nothing on the cameras yet. I mean, we're fishing for tornadoes, I guess. Maybe I should... Do I have too much confidence in this storm? No, I do not. Oh yeah, that's turning into a hook right there. I mean, the delay is just getting worse and worse on this thing. We're gonna push through it though because YOLO. Yeah, even my sound is cutting out every now and then. Let's go. We love that. Kitty. Oh, we got storms all over the place. Look at this. I swear one's gonna spawn up there and I'm just gonna miss out on it. And this storm's gonna die off. That's probably how it's gonna go. Because there's velocity all over the place. I just hope comments aren't getting screwed over, so if people are trying to talk and I can't read it, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's not. Nah, it's staying up there. If I would have stayed up there and I would have drive down here, or maybe at least to that gas station, we kind of would have been in the path of all that. Maybe I just went down too far. Oh, what's this? That's becoming... I've yet to picture a single wall cloud in this game either. which is kind of funny. Feel like this one will drop something soon. I should go up more. At least get on the highway. Oh! Let's at least get onto the highway so I can have to go up north if we have to. And we'll stop right here. Get out. Keep eyeballing this. Yeah, I don't think one's gonna spawn up on this. It's too clustered. If anything's gonna happen, it's gonna be raw there. Raw on that spot. That particle. That's where the velocity is. Nothing to photo yet. It is still lagging on this thing. Alright. Let's go. We love the lag. Yeah, it's busy looking at. Oh shite! We've got a storm! It is tornado warned. We have no wall cloud or funnel yet. Oh shit. We've got a wall cloud, not wall cloud. Funnel right, somewhere. It's right there. That might hit us. Oh yeah, look at that little noodle. Oh yeah, we got one. Patience has not worn out. Cannot tell if that thing looks like it's... Oh, it's moving this way. It is moving south. Still a funnel cloud though. Still a funnel cloud. Still a funnel cloud. Still a funnel cloud. And I can't see it anymore. Alright. I love invisible things I can't see because I don't know if it's going to kill me or not. Oh, it's tornado now. Yeah, we're going to miss out on it because it's going south. Crap! I thought it was... Should I just YOLO one down here anyways? I cannot see it. Oh, there it is. Yeah, we're going to miss out on that. Flip. I'm getting hit by hail now. Cool. Damn it, we're just gonna miss out on that. Oh shit, we got one over there too. Oh, what? Let's get out of here before it decides to move. Am I not connected? Oh, I am connected. Alright. Phone is messing up. Did not think that would have a tornado in it at all. Wasn't even looking at that one. Dang. I was perfectly going in my direction too, and then just decided to go south. That's sad. Put the wipers up a little bit more. Let's at least try to get over here in case this thing decides to do something more, which it obviously could. We're gonna obviously miss out on that. Oh, thought I was gonna crash. That would have sucked. The delay I am hearing right now is like 5 minutes. What is happening? Is it I don't know if it's just me or if it's worldwide. International lag. Oh, what is that? That is a massive funnel over there. I can see the tornado over there, and there is a huge funnel. Maybe that's not a funnel. Nope, that's the funnel right there. Jesus. So cool that you can see these things from far away. Let's go. Oh shit. What is that? Oh, that's a telephone pole thing. Alright. Oh, that's a tornado now down there. Got a tornado. We've got to go catch it now. What road did I just choose? Yeah, we might just go up from that. Is this still a funnel cloud or is it a full-blown tornado yet? Can't exactly tell. It looks like it's on the ground. It's on the ground! And it's invisible. Oh, nope, it's still there. Lurking in the darkness. I don't know where that other one is. It's over there somewhere. Oh! What? Do we have triple tornado event? Or is this the same one as the other one? We have double tornadoes. We have a double tornado. Oh, yes. We have triple tornadoes. That one is barely over there. We have 3 tornadoes on the ground. 3 tornadoes. Hell yes. 3 flippin' tornadoes on the ground. Outbreak. Everyone's going to die. That one over there to the most leftist left seems pretty big. We've got a large tornado over there, folks. Three tornadoes on the ground, and I don't think we're going to intercept a single one. That is insane. Oh my god. 4 tornado warning spots right now. 3 tornadoes, 4 tornado warning spots. This is definitely an outbreak. And we got to go this way. Right towards the insanity. Three tornadoes on the ground. We took pictures of 2 of them. We did not get this most left one. Oh, we're gonna get very close to intercepting this one. I don't know the exact path of this, but we could very well much get sucked up. This could go. Oh yay, no value. Wait, did this tornado die? I hate not being able to see Jack Rat. This is a dangerous spot. Strong hail core. We're in the middle of a strong hail core. I do not see the debris cloud from that thing. If that was an actual tornado and not dissipating, that thing should destroy these power lines right in front of our very eyes. Uh-oh. It didn't do anything to the power lines. It's completely invisible. Oh, there's the debris path. What? It's an invisible tornado. I've never seen that before. I've never seen that before. So let's drive to it. If we die, we die. I thought there was a fourth one over there. I was gonna freak out. Okay, that one over there still on the ground? Still on the ground. Our Pete still on the ground. No idea where it's at. Let's hope I don't drive into this thing. I don't see the debris cloud anymore. So it might have just died. We might have just caught it last second. This one could sneak up. I think it's far away enough away. That made sense. Wait, I just lagged horribly. This one tornado is now invisible. Okay. Oh, this one's gone. That one's most likely going to go away soon. I cannot see it. I hope no one's trying to type anything because everything is breaking and everything is updating late. We can try to go down this road and go down here. I think that's what we might do. That was like the quickest tornado. Wait, I'm going the wrong way. I need to head down up to this road, right? Yeah. This one might throw down another one. We've got another tornado over there. We got our fourth tornado and I drove in the dirt. I drove in the dirt. We've got our fourth tornado. And this far south. That is too far away to do anything though. I'm 1000% sure this one had one tornado, this one had two, this one has one just now. 4 tornadoes. What is happening? Gotta get to it, gotta get to it, gotta get to it, gotta get to it. Gotta get to it. Oh yeah, that one's expanding. Stop driving in the dirt. What are you doing? Yeah, we might be able to intercept this one. Gotta get closer. Oh yeah, we just gotta get ahead of it. Gotta get ahead of it. If we can pull this one off last second, that would be fantastic. Oh yeah, that one's getting bigger in size. Doubt we're gonna beat our 11,000 record though. Never know, looks can be deceiving. We are running low on gas. I do not care though. We're gonna keep going this way. Look at this view. Wow, we're zooming down this hill. Let's slow down a bit. Oh yeah. We've got to get down. We've got to get down. That is a fast-moving tornado. Oh yeah, it's gonna... We might run out of gas and die. How hilarious would that be? My first death in this game is because I'm out of gas. That thing is moving fast. Oh god, it's getting invisible too. Oh god, this is not good. This is a dangerous situation. Just keep driving. Just keep driving. Oh my god, this is dangerous. I do not want to stop or get out. Just keep driving. Oh my god, this is bad. Oh shit. Just keep going till I run out of gas. I just got an achievement. Wow, lightning struck right there. Okay, let's slow down for a bit. And let's look. Yeah, I think we got ahead of it. It's still kind of spooky. I cannot see Jack Rath. Our car's running on fumes. I believe we barely escaped with our lives. Oh my god, that put down another one over there. 5 tornadoes. 5. That's crazy. You know what else is crazy? Is that right there? It's gotta pass the road. I cannot tell where this one's going, but apparently there's one like right there. I hope it's not coming towards us. I hate when I can't see anything. Wait, is it there? No. This is a bad situation. Then we got one over here which looks pretty massive. No, we should be able to see at least a clip of it. We took the picture of a tornado right there. Velocity. Yeah, it's gonna skim by us that way. Honestly, it could be gone, but I doubt it. I strongly doubt it. Very interesting. We've got 1, 2, 3 in a row. Long line of tornadoes. It's like a lineage of tornadoes. I don't think this one's here anymore. I see no debris damage path anywhere. We have massive hail. Funny enough, if we sit here long enough, we might run into that thing. Oh, it's going in a straight path though. We'd have to be like down there. Crap, we don't have the gas to do that. Do not have the gas to do that. We do not. We do not have the gas to do that at all. Wow, it is horribly delayed on this thing. It's literally like, why is this telephone pole floating? I've never seen that before. Wish I could unsee it. I swear, this one's gone. Or I'm just blind. No picture of it anywhere. I do not trust this. This thing down there looks pretty decent. Oh, is that it? That is it? It looks to be dying out though. It's right there. It is right there. And it is gone again. Nope, it's still there. It's just dead. Oh, we got luck. So out on that. Yeah, the delay is so ass. If someone does talk, I'm not going to be able to read it for like a while. That's poop. I think I might just end the stream here. I've been going for probably 4 hours by now. Which isn't that long. I would go longer, but it's fucking up. Right, we got a tornado. We got one tornado there, one tornado here, one here. There was another one here we missed out on, and now there's one here we didn't get. 5 tornadoes.